When Nintendo first announced a sequel to the amazing Super Mario Maker, I was skeptical about whether or not it could bring anything new to the table. Thankfully, I was quickly proven wrong when the game was outlined in a Nintendo Direct, which showed how different this version actually is. Now that Super Mario Maker 2 has finally been released and the game has been studied and tested, I have enough content to create today's video. My name is Copycat, and welcome to the top 10 best new additions in Super Mario Maker 2. Coming in at number 10 on this list is the very surprising story mode that features over 100 original Nintendo-made courses. Beating each course gives you coins that you can save up so you can fully repair a destroyed Peach's castle. This mode is a very important addition as it allows developers to showcase different game mechanics and level design ideas to players so they will have inspiration to make their own. When completing story mode, you unlock two special items. One is a hammer that you can only use in the Super Mario 3D World theme, and the other is a power-up that I'll talk a bit more about later in the video. Although the game doesn't make it clear, Super Mario Maker 2 can actually be played locally in co-op mode with your friends. This can only be done in CourseBot with courses you've downloaded, meaning it's only really meant to be an offline feature. From the downloaded courses menu, there should be an option on the right-hand side of the screen to play together. This drastically changes how Mario games are usually single player, and will allow for tons of fun, teamwork, and trolling. One really interesting change from the original Super Mario Maker is how switching your course to nighttime affects what happens in different course themes. In the ground theme, Goombas begin to float. In the underground theme, Mario appears upside down, making platforming a lot harder. In the forest, the water is replaced by poison that can easily kill you. The underwater and ghost themes are the same, as everything becomes dark except for the spotlight around the player. In the desert, strong winds create sandstorms that blow you back. In the sky, gravity is greatly reduced, and in the snow, everything will become super slippery. Adding these different nighttime course elements gives the game many more interesting course options for creation. A huge feature in Mario games since the classic trilogy on the NES is auto-scrolling. This is something that was left out of the original Super Mario Maker, and I'm really glad that developers decided to add this useful building mechanic to the sequel. Having this feature in the game means that you can have the level scroll while controlling the speed, distance, and direction the screen travels. This will end up leading to much more difficult courses, which is something many people in the YouTube community strive to play. Probably the most out-of-place addition to Super Mario Maker 2 has to be the swinging claw, as it doesn't appear similarly in any other Mario game. Meaning it's original to Super Mario Maker 2. This claw acts almost identically to the vines from the Donkey Kong series, but also has the added advantage of being able to pick up and drop various items. The almost endless possibilities and combinations this gizmo holds leaves the door open for some really ingenious course ideas. The Super Ball Flower, originally from Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, is a very surprising and secret addition to Super Mario Maker 2, and is the second item that's unlocked when you beat story mode. This power-up turns Mario gray and allows him to unleash a fireball attack that can bounce many times before hitting its target. This mechanic has been used in many puzzle levels as another way to trigger things like POW blocks and P buttons. For what it is, I'm just surprised Nintendo decided to bring back this incredibly strange item. This new mechanic that's been added to Super Mario Maker 2 is so game-changing that many players couldn't wait to get their hands on it when it was first announced. The on-off switch acts, well, as a switch between two separate blocks. The red block is solid when the switch is toggled on, and the blue dotted line becomes a solid block when the switch is toggled off. It isn't really apparent how to use the blue dotted line block at first, but all you have to do is hard press the red block and select the dotted line. This new item adds some insane possibilities for course building, specifically for puzzle, timed, and trickshot levels. Number 3 on this list is a brand new feature that directly affects how a level is completed. Instead of the traditional Mario game task of having to reach the end goal, you can now make players have to achieve certain conditions before the level is deemed complete. This includes things like reaching the goal without taking damage, without landing after leaving the ground, defeating a certain amount of enemies, collecting a certain amount of coins, or having Mario contain a certain power-up. The introduction of this new format will make level completion considerably harder and will definitely set up for some really troll situations. A brilliant addition to Super Mario Maker 2 is the 3D world game style that adds even more items, characters, enemies, and power-ups to this already packed game. This style is actually completely different than the others, and there's many items that you can't bring over. This includes things like the clear transportable air pipes, stackable crates that can float on water or lava, warp boxes that instantly teleport you to another place, spike blocks that can hurt Mario, and explanation marked boxes that reveal more boxes the more you continuously hit it. There also is the brand new Cat Mario power-up that allows Mario to climb, pounce, and glide across the level. Mario also has the full moveset from the 3D World games. These different moves include crouching, rolling, spinning, ground pounding, and long jumping, which all add for different level design and platforming opportunities. However, by far the most surprising addition in Super Mario Maker 2 has to be the online multiplayer versus mode. Here, you'll face off against 3 other players from around the globe in the race to the end. Having a competitive side to what's traditionally been a very single-player experience is a really innovative step for Nintendo and a smart way to have this game remain relevant for years to come. Adding this game mode also leaves the door open for makers to create these more multiplayer-oriented levels with almost endless possibilities. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I really hope you did enjoy this one. If I missed anything, just let me know in the comments below. If you guys want to support my channel, then please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell button so you stay notified when I upload new videos. Hope you guys all have a good day and stay tuned really soon for a new Super Mario Maker 2 video. Bye!